First video. Let's do it. Hey Sprouts, it's me, Onion, your favorite member of the LGBTQIA2 Soul Plus gang. Hi. I felt it was a great time to come back. It is Pride Month, you know. Wait. Should I put on some Pride ears and talk about this? These ones. Ta-da. These are my favorite. But I wore my Pride shirt, showing all my alliances, my booty earrings, my Pride booties, going full out. You know what's so strange? Atlanta. I live near Atlanta, Georgia, and we don't have Pride in June anymore. Like, we have Pride. You still, of course, celebrate Pride in June because that's Pride Month, but we celebrate with parades in October, and that like just changed, and I kind of hate it. I'm like, but I want to go out in the summer and like sweat my balls off. Like, what happened to that? My non-existent testicles. I want to sweat them off, but I can't do that in October. Not to the same capacity. But I wanted to come on here and talk about Pride and us, the best letter in the alphabet soup. I wanted to talk about my coming out story as a bisexual semi-woman. Sometimes woman. We'll talk about that. So, I knew from a very young age that I was attracted to both girls, guys, everybody in between. I liked people like that, you know, like that. And I didn't know how to, like, I didn't know, like, of course, when you're a baby, of course, when you're in, like, kindergarten, meeting people for the first time and, like, learning about yourself, I'm just like, oh, like, she's pretty, he's pretty, they're pretty, Z's pretty, like, everybody's just pretty, and I like all of them. They fit my fancy. And then growing up, I grew up in a Christian household, in a very conservative household. I'm gesturing like this because I'm poor, so I live with my parents. In a Christian household, in a conservative household, still semi-conservative, but you know, we're working it out. And I grew up, and in like elementary school I was like, okay, everybody having crushes and stuff, you know, everybody crushing on people. Why am I crushing on both guys and girls? Like, I knew like definitively that I liked guys, girls, people, human beings, in that kind of way when I was like 9, for sure. I was like, oh, yeah, I like them. All of them. Give them to me. And you know, in my head, it just made sense. Like, it just was like natural, because I was like, well, of course I would like all these kinds of people, because I would want to broaden my dating pool to as many people as I possibly could. We'll talk about that more when I get to the high school part. But in elementary school, like the ends, of course, of elementary school, like when you're starting to possess sexual feelings as a child, and into middle school was when I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a thing. I am definitely feeling a certain type of way about the girls and the guys, the gays and the theys. Especially, it was hard, like I said, I grew up in a Christian home, being attracted to girls, because I just so happened to be born in this female presenting body. So all the people around me that were Christian, and my schooling is a little weird, so I was in a public school for a while, then I was homeschooled, then I was in Christian school for my high school experience. And so in my Christian, but I've been in church since I was a zygote. So it was like, oh, don't do that. That's not good. God wants you to not do that. Do anything but that horrible, nasty thing. And I was like, but like, if I'm with a girl, then I can't get pregnant. It's horrible to say, but it's true. I know somebody out there has also felt like that. Comment down below if you say like stand in solidarity with me on that. But when I was growing up, it was very taboo. Like, no, that's not allowed. My father, love him, he's a great man. He was like, oh yeah, bisexual people don't exist. They don't exist. You either are gay or you're straight. Like, that's it. My cat is putting her arm under the door because she wants to come in so bad. You can't be noisy. Of course, causing noise. Marble, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? This is Marble. Be good and quiet. I can't keep track of her if she doesn't have the bell on. Distracted. So, where was I? Oh, he was like, no, that doesn't exist. Either you're straight or you're gay, and if you're gay, I don't really like you. No, he's fine now. He's great now. I mean, he kind of had to be. But, yeah, going up into a Christian high school, see, now she want to go out. It's either in or out. I'm leaving her out. Being at a Christian high school, going into high school, it was very strange. Oh wait, I'm skipping over 7th grade. 7th grade, I had a girlfriend. And you know how I said that I was like public schooled, homeschooled, Christian school? Homeschool, I literally was homeschooled by my girlfriend's mom, and yeah. I went over their house every single day, but that was cool. Whatever. I was feeling all types of like confliction because they were also Christian, and I felt like all types of like contradiction of being like, I am a good person, but also like this one thing is gonna send me to hell. Like that, my brain was just like bow. It also like caused a lot of trauma in my life because I was like, oh, like, okay, I'm okay with myself for right now, but then like I would like go to church one day and then all of a sudden I would be like bawling, crying, and like heaving and like being like, I'm a bad Christian, like I can't believe in God and be gay at the same time, and I'm over that now. But it was a really hard time for me, like all growing up, like ever since like basically the 6th grade. It was like bad. In high school, I got a boyfriend, and that was one of the first like public out relationships that I had, because of course I had a boyfriend. So I was like, oh, hetero, cool. And he was cool. Nothing to write home about. Hope you're doing well. If he ever sees this, because we don't keep in contact anymore. Hope you're killing it out there. And then if you've been on this channel for a little bit, or you know me in person, you know that I was in a traveling choir since the 6th grade. I joined the actual, there was like different tiers, so I joined the actual traveling choir part when I was in 10th grade. I'll fact check that later. 10th grade, we'll say it. And the year before I joined the choir, I was sitting next to this lovely person, and my choir teacher was talking about a cappella music, and she was like, this is the kind of groups that I listen to. And I was like, well, I love pentatonics. And the person next to me was like, I do too. And I looked over at them, and I thought they were just the most attractive person I had ever seen, and big hearts to them. We were best friends forever. And then after that day, and then we started dating after that, and it was pretty cool. It was good, but we would break up like every 3 months because we were both Christians and we both were like, this is wrong, but we like each other. But moving on from that relationship, we broke up when I went to college, and after that I was just like turmoiling with it. Like I said, I would come back to. I went to a predominantly white Christian school in a predominantly white part of Georgia, and I was not the most picked girl ever. I was not. I heard from my Bible teacher in the 9th grade that interracial marriage was sinful. I heard that I've had boys coming up to me saying that I don't wash myself because I don't wash my hair every day. And I'm like, no, I just go in the shower with a shower cap on. I had a lot of not good things happen to me in that system, and I took a lot from that as well, with it being like, okay, let me if somebody's gonna want me, I'm gonna want them. It don't matter who they are, as long as they got good characteristics on the inside and they like me, I ain't gonna fight about it. We just gonna let it roll. And of course, if I like them back, dude, wasn't trying to pity play with anybody, but I really took that to heart. And then I went to college, kind of same thing happened. I was at a PWI for college too, and nobody was looking at me. I wasn't looking at nobody, not chicken, you know. And then it's to my boyfriend now, Russell. He's great, I love him. He's totally cool with, I never have to worry about him being weird about me being bisexual or pansexual or anything. He's like, yay, love my girlfriend. Love her, she's great. But yeah, about the gender identity, because you can't really dissect your sexual identity without dissecting your gender identity. Because like, okay, like, but what even is the person that I'm attracted to? Does it really matter? No. Sometimes I am very deeply connected with my femininity. Sometimes I'm like, yes, woman, yes, that is what I am. I am a woman. And sometimes, like right now, I'm in a stint where I'm like, I just want to be an amoeba. Can I just be an alien? Can I just take some time off from the women's sort of clock in? Can I get PTO? Cause I need some time off. And I think it's good to like definitely keep a good evaluation of yourself and be like, okay, what am I feeling? Am I feeling like yes woman, or am I feeling like clocking out? And right now I feel like clocking out. Like it might look very feminine to you, but that's just how you perceive me. That's on you, baby. That's not on me. That's on you. But I wanted to come back on here and talk a little bit about Pride Month and being proud of who I am and being proud of where I am at this point in my journey. Oh, I guess I didn't say like actually like how I came out. In 2018, 2019, I was 21, I believe, 2021. And I was living in Florida with my best friend, Katie. Hey, Katie, I love you. You're the best. Wifey forever. And I was really like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's gotta happen, and I can't keep living like this. And so my mom basically already knew because this girl in college outed me. Well, that's a whole other story about my roommate from hell. Well, I had multiple roommates from hell, but different stories. If you want to hear about that, use your fingers and go down there and subscribe and hit the bell and like. Those would be good too. I was sitting with Katie and I was like, okay, I gotta do this. Like, I'm feeling bad. I don't want to feel this way anymore. This is not a good feeling to be feeling. And she was like, yeah, no, you're completely right. And you should follow through with your feelings. I was like, thank you. I need your support. And she was like, of course, whatever you need. And so I called my dad, sobbing, already worked myself up, haven't even said anything, crying, bawling my eyes out. Because there's a lot of people know who have come out as anything other than straight or cis anything. It's a lot. It's a lot of processing that you went through in order to get to where you are in that moment, to be able to be like, I am definitively bleh, you know? And so I was just gone, you know? I was gone. And my dad's like, he probably thought I murdered somebody. He probably thought I was like, and somebody was gone by how much I was crying. And he was like, what's wrong? Like, what is happening? Like, are you okay? Like, did you get into trouble? Like, are you in jail? Like, Are you following me? Are you on the lam? And I was like, after a few tries of my dad being like, oh my goodness, like what is making you so upset? Like I'm upset that you're upset. Like what is wrong? Because my dad's a very empathetic person, so he likes to comfort people. And I was like, I need to tell you something, and you're not gonna like it, but I gotta tell you. And he's like, okay, like whatever you're gonna say, it's not gonna make me love you any less. And whatever you need to say, just go ahead and say it, and we'll deal with it later. Like he's still like, I think I said that I was gay. I think I was like, I'm gay. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, I'm bisexual. Like, I like girls. And I like boys. And he was like, that's it? He was like, that was it? That's all you had to say? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I am so upset that you're so upset about this. Like, this is such a small thing. Like, it's not, that doesn't affect my love for you at all. That's not, I'm still gonna love you. Like, I'm sad that I made it so that you felt like you couldn't tell me this, you know? Because, like, me and my dad are, like, one brain. We're, like, the same person. Like, we think in the same way. So the fact that he was like, that's what you needed to tell me? That's what was bringing you so much stress and causing you so much dysfunction? That was it? I think it really took him aback to be like, oh, like, I need to be more, like, listening to my children, because I'm not the only one. I need to be more like, oh, like, you should be free to state your own opinions. And honestly, ever since then, I haven't been afraid to say what I need to say to my parents. It's been like, okay, like, I have done that. Like, I make jokes about being bisexual all the time now. Like, and they know I'm with this, my love, my guy. But I be like, I can go get them. I can go get them. I can get them, and them too. I can get all of them. Don't matter what's in their pants. So gross. Why are you asking about what's in people's pants? Like, don't you want to look at their face? Like, that's a little to me. Who cares what's down there? We'll figure that out later. That's personal, private business. But yeah, my dad was just like, oh, like, you've been wrestling with this for a while and you need to get this off of your chest. And he was like, I'm really, like, glad that you told me and everything, and, like, I'm gonna respect you for that and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, it literally felt like, oh. And Katie was so proud of me, and she took me out to Target and we bought Pride merch. We bought a Pride rainbow vest that I don't have anymore because it just didn't fit me right, because I'm a very tiny person, like this small. And we got rainbow sushi, and we went to Disney Springs the next day and we took pictures with every single rainbow we could find. To be like, hey, I'm gay. And then after I told my parents, I put a post on Facebook. It's probably gonna be coming around soon again, because this is about the week that I came out to my parents before my birthday. And I told everybody, I was like, yeah, this is me as a person. If you don't respect that, there's the door. You can leave. No one's keeping you. You know? But I feel like that's how it should be. Like, if somebody doesn't respect you enough to be able to respect your personhood, your deepest, your guttural, primal, from the gut feelings, then that you've processed over years and thought about over and over again and made sure that you are feeling it, then why would you want them in your life? That's just me. I don't need that kind of friction, you know? I already got friction enough as a woman of color. I don't need that kind of friction. So I just wanted to give you guys that little story and say that I'm back. I will be committing to this full time. And let me know if you guys want any different kind of videos, what kind of videos you want me to talk about. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please comment, please ring the notification bell, because there will be more coming out, I promise you. I have a lot of ideas written down on my phone for new videos. So, hope to have them out to you soon. Hope that you will stay with me on this little like new updated YouTube journey, and I will see you on the flip side. I forgot my outro from like forever ago. Something about hope you have a blessed day, and if you don't want to have a blessed one, then have a lit one. Pew, 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 pew. Something like that. I don't remember. I'll look it up again. But I love you guys. Happy Pride. Oh, my pronouns are she, they, if you wanted to know. You had to get that at the end. You gotta watch all the way to the end. Alright, I love you. Bye!